Hey neighbors, Pastor Stephen from Guilford Park Presbyterian Church. All right, y'all, we are in the final week of Advent. I know things are crazy right now. I know you all are going to parties every day and picking up last minute gifts and remembering that thing that you forgot to do and trying to make everybody happy and all those things. I hope that in the midst of that busyness that you find the time to pause with us here in the neighborhood to remember what it is about this season that compels us in our discipleship journey as Christians, as followers of the newborn Jesus Christ. As such, I invite you to join us for one of two services this upcoming Sunday, December 24th. Yes, this is one of the odd years that Christmas Eve falls on a Sunday. So we will be having two services on Christmas Eve. We normally have a 4 o'clock children's service on Christmas Eve. We are moving that service to our normal 10 o'clock Sunday morning time. So our 10 o'clock worship service on Christmas Eve will be a bit of a hybrid service. It'll kind of be a little bit of the fourth week of Advent, and it will also be Christmas Eve for our families, our young families, their children and their parents. So we invite you to join us that Sunday at 10. Our theme for this Sunday is We Sing Stories of Hope. So we'll be going through two big passages. One is Mary's Magnificat in the later portion of the first chapter of Luke. And then we will, of course, be going through Luke 2, 1 through 20, which is that story of Christ's birth that I'm sure we all know so well. So again, our theme for 10 o'clock service will be We Sing Stories of Hope. So in that story, as soon as Zechariah's voice returns, his first words are gratitude and blessing. He sings a story of praise for God's protection and promise, and then he showers a blessing on his newborn son. He sings a story of hope. And after Elizabeth exclaims blessings upon Mary, Mary sings, "My soul magnifies God. My spirit rejoices in God." Mary sings about a God of liberation who pulls the powerful from their thrones and lifts up the lowly. Mary sings a story of hope, one in which justice and joy are interwoven with one another. As we prepare to celebrate Christ's birth, may we also sing stories of hope, justice, and joy. That'll be the theme of our 10 o'clock service. And then our 7 o'clock service is going to be our traditional service of candlelight service with communion, and we'll go through Luke 2, 1 through 20. And in that text, Luke's gospel tells us that when Mary gives birth to Jesus, she lays him in a manger, for there was no place for them in the guest room. Scholars argue about where exactly the birth occurs and why. Was it in an inn or the living room of a simple peasant home? Was Bethlehem teeming with visitors who were also there to be counted in the census? Was Joseph's family inhospitable because they disapproved of his marital situation? Regardless of where the birth occurs, we know that Christ is born in a crowded, unlikely place. And yet God makes a place here anyway. God draws the circle wider as shepherds and unexpected guests arrive. This Christmas, let us also make room for strangers and neighbors alike. For this is good news of great joy for all people. And as such, our theme this Sunday for our 7 o'clock candlelight service with communion will be We Make Room. We make room because God made room for us, and God made room for God to come in the flesh to be Emmanuel, God with us. Friends, I hope that you will take some time to pause with us this week. If you're watching this video before Wednesday, remember that on Wednesday, December 20th, we're having a service that we're calling a service for the weary. It'll be a bit of a service of lament and hope here at the church Wednesday, December 20th at noon. regardless of the ways that you can get plugged in here at the church, know that you are loved, that you are beloved by God, whether or not the Christmas list gets fully done. You're loved just the way you are, and you are welcome just the way as you are here at Guilford Park Presbyterian Church. And remember, there's room for you in the neighborhood. Merry Christmas, y'all. See you soon.